Hey everyone, it's Tripl-L, and now let's give the update to the Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, Let's Go Pikachu, the two games that are coming out in 2018. These were the games that popped up in the leaks, and now we've got the full confirmation. It is happening. The last round of leaks were the correct leaks, and we're gonna see something pretty cool. That said, before we start talking about the games and about how pretty they are, we have to clear up some things, because I've noticed that on a lot of discussion boards, some people are not noticing some key facts about the current trailer that we have for Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu. The thing with these games is that it's going to be a hybrid of the Pokemon Go and the regular Pokemon series. They're hybridizing it, and they're making, if you were to think about it from a marketing perspective, this game is ultimately a gateway drug for the people who are on Pokemon Go. The idea would be you want to bridge that audience into the main series, so you toss them in to a game with aspects from both series. And for Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, Let's Go Pikachu, what that manifests itself as is that we have Pokemon on the screen, and we also have an extremely simplified catching process, which is entirely reminiscent of Pokemon Go, and we see in a trailer. It's just you're throwing the ball, and if you get it within the circle, it works out. Or random chance that goes into it as well. So that's what we got on that side. One of the things that people were saying is that there are not going to be any real Pokemon battles in this. No, that is incorrect. Even on the flat out the description, and even in the trailer itself, there's gonna be battling trainers. This is a Pokemon Yellow remake, and let's note, on the grounds of a remake, now this is a remake. Do you see how pretty this thing is? Anyway, it's a Pokemon Yellow remake. There's battling trainers. Most likely, they're gonna be following the Pokemon Yellow, the general storyline, right? That's what we're seeing here. That's probably what they're saying by picking Yellow as the base for this. And given that we also see a Bulbasaur in Capture as well, it probably means that, yeah, it mostly is following the Yellow storyline. Because in Yellow, you could get Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmander outside of Professor Oak. So that's the first big misconception that people have. You can't bet that there aren't any Pokemon battles. That is false. There are Pokemon battles. They're even in the trailer. Another thing is, don't get disappointed that this isn't Generation 8. We got a news blurb, 2019, the Pokemon game that's coming in 2019, that is going to be a core RPG, and it's going to be in the style of X and Y and Sun and Moon. The ways that people are pretty much saying it, it's the 2019 Pokemon game, it's pretty much what you expect a Pokemon game to be, or closer to that, while this current one is a core RPG for everyone. And it's really just one that, when you even look at the controls and you look at the process, it's just a simplified Pokemon, just for people to get their feet wet. Now, before we move into the things that I find personally cool, another thing to remind is that this Yellow remake, it's bringing in a lot of Pokemon Go based features, and so there's also going to be that interplay thing between Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, Let's Go Pikachu, and Pokemon Go itself. You can see it in the trailer. Mostly you can take your Pokemon out with you. You can have that extra layer of fun if you want to have it. Otherwise, you can just stay at home and play Pokemon the same way you always did. So let's talk about the things that I really like. First off, the graphics engine. This is not the same engine that's in Sun and Moon. It's beautiful. It looks amazing. I really love the new graphics. I hope that the next Pokemon game has these level of graphics, if not better. I really like the look. I'm okay with kids being the ones in the game and things being kind of chibified, because, whatever, it's Pokemon. It's based on Japanese culture. It's Japanese anime culture. I'm fine with these kind of graphics. It's not a really big deal. I'm all game for kiddie style graphics for Pokemon. And another thing that I'm kind of liking is the co-op. There seems to be a seamless co-op feature here where your friend can just jump in. Now, there was a note on the blurb for these games, and it was that you'll still be able to trade in battle, but you'll need to have multiple switches for that, and you can have multiple accounts in the same console, however. But the point is, when we look through the trailer, we see two people playing, and it looks like it looks pretty seamless. So I'm actually pretty excited for that, because that's a pretty new way of playing Pokemon. I do wonder though if one character is limited to the screen, or one character leads and the other one follows. If it's like that, I'd be kind of sad, but hopefully there's a bit more independence within it. That said, I'm not expecting the world here. Now on to the one thing that I really don't like about these games, and that is it's a hard remake of Pokemon Yellow, in that you're not gonna see Pokemon from outside the first generation. there will only be 151 Pokemon plus some of the Alolan Pokemon in this game. Now at this point, we can't say whether or not they mean that there's only 151 Pokemon for the main story like there was in Leaf Green and Fire Red, and then when you beat the game you go to a new area where you can find more. That has yet to be confirmed or revealed. For now, it's better to assume that there's only going to be 151 plus the Alolan Pokemons. And in that case, if it really is that, I'm kind of sad. I'm kind of disappointed. One of the things I really like in Pokemon is the variety. And while this game has some really cool things like the Pokemon following you and like this really cool scene of an Onix and you're riding it, well, we have that. It's not as fun. Like, you know, Generation 1 is cool and all, but I like other generations too. And I kind of wish that Generation 1 didn't get this special treatment all the time, just because I'm just kind of sad. Like, it's not my favorite generation. I think all generations have some pretty cool Pokemon that I think gets slighted just because they weren't the first generation. But that's really my only actual gripe with Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, Let's Go Pikachu. I think this is an interesting thing. I think it's an interesting test of seeing how well they can bring in the Pokemon Go market. And from what I've seen people online complaining about, all it seems that people are not enjoying is that this isn't the traditional Pokemon title. But knowing that 2019 is going to be receiving the actual core title, I hope that alleviates some of your fears and concerns. It's not as if Let's Go is going to replace the original style of games. It just seems like this is going to be a companions type series. Or at the very least, if you like even like take it back to if the remakes get turned into Let's Go versions. So pretty much Diamond and Pearl, if they get a remake, they get a Let's Go Diamond, Let's Go Pearl type version. I think that would be fine too. Like at the end of the day, it's a remake, not the worst thing in the world. 2019 will have the official next generation, and be assured, we were told it's going to be all new. There's not going to be any kind of upgrade. It's an all new game. But anyway, guys, let me know what you thought down below. Let me know how you feel about this announcement. Let me know if you wish that you got the other one first, or you're okay with this being like a little break in between the generations. Anyway, thanks for watching. Till next time, I hope you have an absolutely great day.